They said hit record and just start talking. So that's what I'm gonna do. What's up, YouTube? Keita Red. I'm hitting record and start talking because I have, for the last few months, hit record, recorded, gotten footage, said no, I don't like it. No, I need another camera. I already have 2 cameras and a phone. No, I need to have my hair done. No, I need to look a certain way. No, I need to be having a topic to specifically talk about all of that, and I haven't recorded a video. And I keep saying I'm gonna get back on top of YouTube. So here I am, getting back into my YouTube channel. I have not recorded and posted a video in over 4, maybe 5 years. Last time I recorded, last time I posted, I was in my 40s. I'm almost mid-50s now. So just like a lot of other people on here now that I've seen say, hey, you should record and start talking. You should start talking about and recording and uploading videos in your 50s about daily life and aging. So here I am, ready to talk about it. And the healing journey and how it's been being in my 50s and dealing with menopause and being single and starting over and learning so much about myself in my 50s. The one thing I can say that has been the most prevalent and the most, I'm gonna say the greatest thing I've learned in my 50s is giving myself some grace. Even when nobody else does. This healing journey is something that never stops. Nobody is ever fully healed. But along the way, the things that we learn that I wish I knew and had applied in my 20s and 30s and 40s that I'm now applying in my 50s is something else. The best part about it is being able to teach my daughter and my granddaughter the things that nobody taught me, and with the lessons to go with it, the examples of why you should and why you shouldn't do things a certain way. That's been the best part. And I promise I'm not going to say a lot in all my videos, but it's crazy because I've been recording for a while. Again, I have a few hours of video in my phone, and I never upload because I always feel like I need to look better. I was talking too fast, or something happened. And I would even take it as, oh, that's God saying you shouldn't record and post. Even this morning, I got up, gonna do a day in the life video. I did a facial this morning. So in the video, you know, I'm discussing things and showing the products that I use and whatever. And my homegirl called me, my girlfriend called me, because we're trying to go to the Kendrick Lamar and SZA concert that comes to Atlanta in April. And she needed my Cash App card numbers because the pre-sale was for people who have Cash App and have a Cash App card. She doesn't have one. So she called me in the middle of filming, and I was like, oh, that's another sign I shouldn't be filming and posting. Because we ended up being on the phone for over an hour trying to figure out, you know, what exactly they wanted, and 2 old people trying to do some shit. Basically, excuse my language, but that's exactly what it was. So we did end up getting our tickets, and I'm excited to go see Kendrick and SZA. Love Kendrick Lamar, love SZA. So anyway, I say all that to say that I'm hitting record and I'm uploading. I'm not going to edit this video. I'm not going to do too much in this video, but what I will tell you that my channel will be about this time is growing old with grace, but not gracefully, more so. There are a lot of story times to be had, like how I ended up going to jail back in 2022. And talking about, again, being on the other side of 50. Being on the other side of 50. It's definitely, when I was getting in the car just now, and I was chastising myself about being more consistent. And hold on, it sounds like an ambulance or a fire truck is about to go by. Chastising myself about being more consistent and seeing things through, but also not being so hard on myself about that. And when I say that, I mean that when I was growing up, my mom was the type where you couldn't rest. You always had to be doing something. You also never got to feel your feelings. So I couldn't cry to my mom about anything. Like, I never got hugged. I never was told, I love you. I never got emotional support. Even being bullied in school, coming home to try to tell my mom, it was, getting cussed out and being bullied even more. So feelings for me have always been a strange thing, but I'm also very empathetic. So the struggle has been real with that. But in getting in my car just now, I was thinking to myself, like, dang, what's next? Because I just came back to a job with the local transit authority here in Georgia, here in Atlanta. I was with them the last time I recorded, but I left and went and did some motor coaching. So I was driving over the road or whatever. Driving is one of my passions on top of writing and all that good stuff. But I just came back, and and being back, I'm like, okay, I accomplished that. I'm out of training and I've done XYZ. What's next? What's next? I have a hard time seeing things through. And when I started thinking that way, the adult me started to immediately chastise my inner child, because my inner child is what I'm really working on healing. And I used to feel guilty about saying that in my 50s, like, girl, you almost dead. You close to the grave than anything. Your inner child will be all right. No. I'm going to give myself and her some grace. And when I feel things, first of all, I'm going to allow those feelings to go all the way through, to be felt, sit in it for a while, but don't fester in it. Don't let it fester or whatever. But then give myself a hug, that inner child, and say, okay, listen, this is what we're doing and this is what we're not doing. The same thing I would do for my daughter and my granddaughter, because nobody ever did that for me. But I give them so much grace, and I treat them with softness but sternness at the same time. Something nobody ever did for me. Why wouldn't I do that for myself? Why wouldn't I give myself that grace without feeling guilty? To the point where I hadn't cried in forever, because I always feel like the things that I have gone through, the situations that I have been in, I put myself in those situations. So in my 50s, I felt like, you don't get to cry about that. Man up. You got yourself here. You don't get to cry. Get your ass up and move on. I'm going to stop that. If I feel like crying, I'm going to cry. If I feel like screaming, I'm going to scream. I haven't done that in forever. In forever. Because again, I felt like I didn't deserve to. So yeah. I'm not going to hold y'all long, because I promise I won't make these videos long, but I am coming back with some stories. I'm going to talk about my healing journey. I'm going to talk about life at 50 and the difference, the difference in my skin, the difference in gravity, how gravity has taken a toll. How I look in the mirror sometimes, I'm like, wow, that's me, and also not being seen by other people sometimes. Like, I remember there was an episode of Grace and Frankie, one of my favorite shows, where they talked about how people don't see old people. And I'm not saying I'm old, but of course, I'm in my 50s, and I think they went in the store and they were gonna steal something, because they was like, people don't see us anyway. Like, they push right past us. Sometimes I feel that way, like I don't get seen as much at this age, but I don't let it bother me, because sometimes it's a good thing. Because being one of those people who people have gravitated toward all of my life, sometimes that energy from other people would get to be exhausting and draining. So I'm kind of okay with the not being seen all the time thing, with people not feeling like maybe I have something to talk about, I guess I could say. Because again, in my younger years, even just a few years ago, people always approached me like they felt the energy. And it could just be, you know, because I've been through it. Like I said, 2022 was an interesting year. My brother passed, and then I ended up getting locked up for some crap, and, you know, ended a relationship, a toxic thing that had been going on, that had been on and off for a few years. Stuff like that does change you, but I don't know if that is the change, like if other people can feel it, because I feel like I'm still that empathetic soul. But again, I'm gonna attribute it to age. But yeah, I hit record. I'm on here. Not gonna hold y'all. It is Wednesday, hump day, December the 4th, 2024. Have an amazing rest of the day. And I probably will try to edit some of the videos I have, because I have some good stuff. I don't know, I just been overthinking it, and that's another thing. I'm gonna try not to overthink this thing this time. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you got something out of it, and I look forward to posting more, sharing more, giving you some of my stories. And again, I'm gonna link or tag, I've never done it. I don't know if I know how to, but go follow DoDash. I'm sure most of you guys have, because she was like the YouTube guru back here for the last 2 or 3 months. And again, there's this lady, Simply Tony, and Simply Tony just uploads her videos and talks about her daily life. It's nothing fancy, nothing special. And it's one other lady on here I've watched on and off, Take Care Simply something. I'll post hers down below too if I can figure out how to do that, tag them at least. So yeah, follow, share, like, subscribe, hit the bell so you can be alerted whenever I post. Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you watched the entire thing. It looks like it's about maybe 12 minutes long. So again, welcome back to All Things Keto Red, living life in my 50s.